guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Today I'm so excited. We are all currently in quarantine, so I figure there is no better time than today to start getting healthy. So I've been wanting to do this before everything crazy all happened. I was kind of like starting the journey. But this time what I really want to do is I want to like document the journey. One, I want to document for you guys because I really want to share like what I've learned over the years. And then two, I want to be able to just document my life journey and kind of have like a fit diary of like the process that I took, kind of my own home video, personal type stuff as well. So that is part of the reason. But for those of you who don't know, there's a couple things you need to know about me. One, I am legally blind. I am a girl going blind. I have a disease that is causing me to slowly lose my vision. I won't go fully blackout blind, but that's like a huge part of this process that I have to kind of like overcome. And so number two is that I am a fitness competitor in the bikini bodybuilding world. So what I do is I spend time in building phases where I'm a little bit more like thicker, and this year I tried to take off some time from like strict dieting and high amounts of cardio to eat higher calories and lift. And so now I'm hoping that I put on some muscle, and I definitely feel like I have, but like you don't really know how much you've changed for like the bodybuilding stage until you step on stage again, and then you can kind of compare your two pictures. So I'm excited for this journey. I'm so excited to take you guys with me. If you guys are interested or just kind of curious about like what it takes, like I'm so excited to have you guys on this journey with me. Without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, so for week one, what I really want to do, the most important things this week is diet. If you haven't heard this piece of information before, I found this to be so true on my fitness journey, is that diet is by far the most important thing. So even though we are all stuck at home, the gyms are closed, all of that stuff, we still have access to food and we can still be progressing in our goals. And you know, I think it's kind of a good time because we're starting to maybe settle in a little bit more into like quarantine life and like trying to find new norms and like a regular schedule within this kind of crazy new schedule and like the world right now. So I think it'll be really good now that we've kind of had our quarantine snacks, we've kind of settled into this new journey. Now let's start getting serious and focusing more on eating healthy. So the first thing is definitely the diet. Like you cannot outwork out like a horrible diet. So really focusing on what you're eating, what we're eating, because we're going to do it together, is going to be like a super important thing. So for the eating, there's so many different ways that people like to diet. And with this one, I think let's start out, like for me, what I'm gonna do is like super simple, is I've downloaded MyFitnessPal. I actually already have it, but if you haven't, this is a free app. There is a premium version, which I don't know enough about the premium plan to know if that's worth it for you, but start out on the free one because it's got everything that I'm gonna be using this week. And it's really important for me to note, like, all of this that I'm sharing with you is just my personal journey. Like, I'm not telling you what to eat. So what I did is I have MyFitnessPal, and what I did is went in and set up my current weight, and then they ask you for your goal weight. And then what I did is there's different ranges that you can pick. Like you can lose, say that you want to, your goal for the week is to lose 1 pound a week or 1.5 or 2 pounds. So for per week, like you definitely, a really solid weight loss is like 1 to 2 pounds. So for me, I'm starting out with 1 pound per week. I think that that's really, it's like a nice balance between aggressive and attainable. And then as you see, if you kind of toggle between the different ones, like it will show you like different calorie ranges. And with my weight and so my starting weight and my activity level, which is a little bit more, I don't remember which one I clicked, if I put active or slightly active or something like that, just because I do have a sedentary job. All of my work is done behind the computer. I do work out, which is what makes me a little slightly active, but like my daily work, I'm sitting, so I don't have a very super active job. So with that, the calories ended up being like 2,020 calories. And that is including me. What I'm gonna be doing is getting in a workout Monday through Friday with weights, and then I'm going to be doing like active workouts and just trying to like move more, but I'll get to that in a second. So the first thing is the diet. What I'm doing is I'm tracking everything that I'm eating. And that sounds like really kind of scary, but the big reason that we do that is, one, to just kind of gauge where you're at, like how many calories are you actually taking in. And when you're tracking, one, you're learning what you're eating, but two, you're like more aware of when you're just like mindlessly snacking. So I'll show you guys in just a little bit. I want to show you guys this recipe because it's like one of my favorites. It kind of takes me back to like beginning fitness journey Jessica. This is really great like protein smoothie that I loved having for breakfast. So I recreated it and I'm going to share that with you, but I was like, oh, I just don't want to like track everything. But I started doing it. It's so easy. You literally scan the barcodes in on things like the protein powder, and I have like these frozen organic strawberries, and I just scanned the labels and it popped it in, and I picked the serving size. So it's really not that time consuming, guys. Just do it. It's so important, especially like when you're trying to just learn food, learn your body. This is like a really easy way to still be able to eat the foods you want, while being aware of the calories that you're eating, okay? So that's the first thing I'm doing is the diet, and then the second goal for this week for me is going to be just moving more. I really want to make sure that I'm finding ways to be active, reducing the amount of screen time. I do, like I said, for my job, I'm on my phone, iPad, computer constantly. So when I'm not doing that, I want to make sure that I'm not just like scrolling TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. I'm actually up, cleaning the house, doing things, going on walks, things that you can actually like, that are really attainable for us right now, especially in quarantine. In a lot of areas we still can go on walks, so just making sure that I'm like getting more steps in. One tip that I have is like, if you don't stay as connected with people, this is like also like kind of a twofer. You can call somebody that you really care about. Like for me, I'm pretty close and connected with my family, so I'll pop in my headphones and I walk around the house and I clean it, and hours go by talking and walking and moving, and so that really helps me with my activity level. But there's so many things you can do if you have kids or animals or whatever. Like there's so many ways, so just get creative and have fun with it. So those are the two main goals for this week for me. It's gonna be the diet, so I'm tracking everything that I'm eating, and then I'm just trying to hit those calories. And I'm not even super worried right now about the macro breakdown. I'm starting there, starting super easy, calories in, calories out, and then as I progress, I'm gonna get a little bit more like detailed with it, but I also do try to keep good solid protein sources in there as well. So yeah, but I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to show you guys this recipe. I'm gonna show you guys that right now. I told you guys this before, but when I first started like with fitness, I was introduced to this like shake company, and I no longer do that. However, it was like one of the first things that ever got me like into like nutrition. So I do still kind of have that like at a special place in my heart, because I found a really delicious shake that I loved. This is not from any company. This is not something you have to go subscribe to, buy a part of, whatever. Like this is just literally, I in the past had loved drinking shakes because I have such a sweet tooth, so it gave me like the best like curbing my appetite, I guess is the best way I can say it. So that's kind of why I liked it so much. If you're not a shake person or whatever, you definitely don't have to do it. To me, it just kind of reminds me of like waking up and having like a healthy dessert for breakfast. So that's kind of my thing. So what I did is I went out and got, I do have like a big regular blender, but I was like, I don't want to keep washing that every time. I just kind of wanted to do like the single serving ones, and I had seen other people like purchase these. So I went out and got, I wanted one that would really blend up nicely. So I did get the Ninja single cup blender, and it comes with this. And these things definitely blend it up really well, so it's very smooth. And it comes with the little cup and the big cup, and on the top it does have like the drink spout, which I like. But it's so easy. I just put like all my ingredients in the cup and then put that on, and once it's on, then I push it down and it blends it. It's so easy. It's a lot less to clean. I think it's super simple. So that's how I got it, and I went and I got it from Target. So a tip for you guys, if you do want this, like, guys, I don't want you to go out and like, I don't want you to watch a video and then feel like you have to go like buy all this stuff. So if you have a blender, that totally works. But if you do want this and you're interested in it, I did get it from Target. And a little tip to save some money is when we were there, I don't know why this is, but it said $79.99 for the price. But then we looked on the Target app that we have, and it said $59.99. So we're like, that's weird. Why would it be a $20 difference? So we went up to the cash register and we're like, hey, your app says it's $59.99. She's like, oh, like I'll price match. So we ended up getting it $20 cheaper than what it's advertised at in the store. I don't know why it's like that, but just if you are looking for it, like, I don't know, shop around, look for like the best price, or like use the app like we did, and you can save 20 bucks. But so what I used for this is the Silk Almond Dark Chocolate Milk. This is super, super tasty. 100 calories per serving, and a serving is a cup. So depending on if you want to do like a big drink or a little drink, I think that's going to be what you either do, like a cup or a 2 cup. So if you want a little bit more, you're a little more hungry, you want another extra 100 calories, you can do the larger one. But this one will work just fine, and I'll do like the 1 cup of that. And then I take a banana, and for the smoothie I put in a half a banana, but I eat the other half of the banana. So when I'm tracking it in my Fitness Pal, I just put 1 full one in. And then for this, a serving is, it's 50 calories, and the serving is 10 frozen strawberries. And why I love the frozen strawberries is, one, you don't have to prep it. It's already like the tops are cut off and all of that stuff, but when it's the frozen fruit part of it makes it like frothy and really nice. And then you can add your own protein. I prefer this protein, the vanilla protein, versus I did try it with the chocolate Tone It Up protein. And this is actually the first time I've ever tried Tone It Up protein. This is plant-based protein. Blind girl, didn't even realize it was plant-based. I just knew, I recognized the Tone It Up, and I had seen Karina and Katrina's YouTube like way back in the day, and kind of like been watching their career develop and stuff. And so I've loved some of the other stuff that they came out with. So I was like, I'm gonna try this. And the vanilla protein, I do one scoop of that, which is 1 serving, and I believe that was 90 calories. So this whole thing is vegan, vegetarian, plant-based. So this really can be for anyone, and it tastes really good. So I'm gonna make that, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. And I think it tastes delicious, and I'm not one of those people that find a lot of like healthy things to taste super delicious. So I think anyone can really enjoy this. But yeah, it's really quick too. So I'll show you guys that now. much for watching the video, guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. You guys can leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys are going to join me for this. Feel free to share it with anyone if you guys want to do it together. I'm super excited about it. And I will see you guys next week for our second episode. All right, bye, guys.